Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. In this space, we explore the often unspoken dynamics of attraction and human connection. We're not here to offer simple tricks or manipulative tactics. Instead, we delve into the foundational principles of psychology that govern how we perceive value, desire, and romantic interest. Our goal is to provide you with a deeper understanding of these forces, empowering you to navigate your relationships with confidence and authenticity. Have you ever noticed that men who aren't chasing seem to attract more interest? It's a paradox that many have observed but few truly understand. You see a man who isn't constantly seeking validation, who isn't desperate for attention, and he somehow becomes a magnet for it. This isn't an accident. It's a direct reflection of powerful psychological triggers that we are all, to some extent, wired to respond to. Men who are busy, socially active, and emotionally grounded often appear more desirable without trying. Their lives are already full. They have passions, a strong social circle, and a clear sense of purpose that doesn't depend on a romantic partner. This creates an aura of self-sufficiency and high value. They aren't looking for someone to complete them. They're looking for someone to share their already complete life with. This distinction is crucial. Today, we're breaking down why women are naturally drawn to men who have options, what options actually mean, and how this dynamic works on a psychological level. We'll explore the concept of pre-selection, the power of perceived demand, and the subtle signals that communicate you are a man with a rich, fulfilling life. Understanding this isn't about faking it. It's about building a life that genuinely gives you those options. We'll move slowly and clearly with examples you can apply. We will dissect scenarios, from how you manage your time to how you communicate, ensuring you grasp not just the what, but the why behind every principle. If this resonates, stay with me. The insights we're about to cover can fundamentally shift your perspective on dating and attraction. Let's begin. What men with options really means. Before we go any further, we need to establish a crucial foundation. The phrase, "a man with options," is widely misunderstood, often conjuring images of a player, a heartbreaker, or someone who treats relationships as a disposable game. Let's be perfectly clear. This is not what we're talking about. True options are not about collecting conquests or treating women poorly. That behavior stems from insecurity, not strength. So, what does it actually mean? Having options means cultivating a life that is full, vibrant, and self-sufficient. It's about having a rich social life, engaging hobbies that you're passionate about, and a clear sense of purpose in your work and personal growth. These are your choices, the pillars that support your identity outside of any single romantic connection. A man with this kind of life doesn't hinge his entire happiness or sense of self-worth on one person's approval or affection. His emotional well-being is an internal state, built and maintained by him. He can share his happiness with a partner, but he doesn't it from them. This is the core of emotional independence. This is why options represent freedom, not disrespect. It's the freedom to choose a partner because they genuinely add to your already fulfilling life, not because you have a void that needs filling. It's the freedom to walk away from a situation that is unhealthy or unfulfilling because your world won't collapse. Think about it. A man with a strong network of friends, a dedication to his craft, a purpose that drives him, and a deep well of self-respect doesn't radiate desperation. He isn't constantly seeking validation or attention because he already validates himself through his actions and his way of life. He operates from a place of abundance, not scarcity. And that emotional independence fundamentally changes how he's perceived. It creates a natural, unforced confidence that is magnetic. It communicates that he is a participant in a relationship by choice, not by need. This isn't about avoiding commitment. On the contrary, it's about being able to make a stronger, healthier commitment when the right person comes along. It's about choosing to build something with someone, not needing them to build you. It's about being whole on your own, so you can be even better together. Scarcity versus abundance psychology. At the core of human attraction lies a fundamental psychological principle, one that dictates value not just in economics, but in our social and romantic lives. This is the dynamic between scarcity and abundance. Understanding this distinction is not about learning to play games. It's about recognizing how human perception is wired. An abundance mindset suggests a world of infinite supply, where things are easily obtained and therefore less cherished. A scarcity mindset, however, operates on the principle that what is rare, limited, or requires effort to obtain is inherently more valuable. This isn't a flaw in our nature. It's a deeply ingrained survival instinct that has guided our choices for millennia. Human attraction is intrinsically tied to this perception of scarcity. What feels rare is perceived as valuable. Think of it like a rare gem versus a common stone. Both are minerals, but one's rarity elevates its status and desirability. In dating, the same logic applies. When a person's time, attention, and validation are freely and endlessly available, they are perceived like the common stone, plentiful but not precious. When a man has options, not just romantic options, but a life rich with purpose, hobbies, friendships, and goals, his time and attention become naturally limited. That organic limitation creates value. His focus is a resource he allocates intentionally, not something he gives away by default because his schedule is empty. This isn't an artificial construct. It's the natural result of a man who is the active architect of his own fulfilling life. Let's consider a practical scenario. Two men invite the same woman out. The first man, operating from a mindset of abundance, sends a vague text. "We should hang out sometime." When she asks when, he replies, "I'm free whenever. Just let me know what works for you." He is completely open, totally flexible. He has made himself infinitely available. The other man has a full schedule. He has commitments and passions that occupy his time. He texts her and suggests one specific evening, with a clear plan. "I'd like to take you out for dinner on Thursday. There's a great spot I know. Are you free at 7? His invitation is precise. It communicates that his time is organized, and that he has carved out a specific slot for her. The second man's invitation feels more intentional, and therefore, more valuable. His specificity implies that his time is a finite resource, and that he has chosen to offer a piece of it to her. It demonstrates leadership and decisiveness. The first man, despite his good intentions, signals that his time has little to no value, and that he is waiting for her to give his schedule purpose. True value is never established by being constantly available. It grows when your attention is a prize to be earned, not a handout given by default. Social proof and pre-selection. When other women enjoy a man's presence, it sends a silent signal. The signal says, this man is socially safe, emotionally competent, and respected. A man comfortable around women, without seeking approval, naturally draws curiosity. It's not jealousy, it's information. Social proof reduces uncertainty. Pre-selection is a shortcut the brain uses to assess safety and status. Chapter 4. Emotional stability feels safe. Men with options are less reactive. They don't panic at delayed replies. They don't pressure for reassurance. They regulate themselves. If she pulls back slightly, a grounded man doesn't chase or withdraw dramatically. He stays consistent. That calm confidence is attractive. Stability communicates self-trust and creates psychological safety. Chapter 5. Choice signals confidence, not neediness. When a man chooses a woman because he wants her, not because he has no alternatives, that choice carries weight. Confidence isn't loud, it's selective. Saying, I enjoy spending time with you, creates attraction through choice. Saying, I need you, communicates dependence. Selective investment is attractive because it implies standards and self-respect. Chapter 6. Autonomy is masculine energy. Autonomy is the ability to stand alone. Men with options don't lose themselves in relationships. They add relationships to an already complete life. He doesn't cancel his values, goals, or routines to please someone. That grounded presence feels strong and reliable. Autonomy creates space for desire to grow, instead of anxiety to spread. Chapter 7. Why chasing kills attraction. When a man has no options, his behavior changes. He overtexts. He overexplains. He overinvests too early. Pressure follows. Chasing communicates fear of loss. Options communicate self-trust. Remove pressure. Keep standards. Let interest be mutual. Chapter 8. How to build real options without games. Options aren't built by pretending. They're built by living well. Pursue goals outside dating. Build competence. Build friendships and social circles. Maintain emotional discipline. Respect your own boundaries. Options are a byproduct of self-respect. Women don't prefer men with options because of competition. Options signal confidence, stability, and emotional strength. When you stop trying to be chosen and start choosing your life, attraction follows naturally. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need help. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.